Look at this. They're doing it again. Currently, approximately 90 to 150 individuals identified as the Patriot Front and recognized as a right-wing organization are advancing towards the 9/11 World Trade Center located in downtown Manhattan in New York City. Numerous sightings have been reported from the subways into the Oculus Mall and now towards the 9/11 World Trade Center, New York City. Police officers are currently keeping an eye out while escorting them as they work to maintain a separation between any counter-protesters or any other individuals. My God, they're marching, and they've been recognized as a right-wing organization. What if they start putting stickers on things?
They have done that. They have put stickers on things.
How do you think Hey, do you think that these are the racists who attacked Jesse Smollett? Do you think that's who they are? Did they ever catch those scumbags, by the way?
As far as I know.
So let's watch a little video.
Large.
And the real pipe bomb are still large.
This is actually a Friday the 13th remake, I think.
They stole this from The Purge.
Now, there is absolutely no way that this is an organic group of people. There is absolutely no way that this is not and you see what their sign says? So they're against Zionists. I mean, they're against the anti-Zion. Wait, here. Let's watch. So by the way, there they go. It all is going to make sense in a second. I mean, it already makes sense. This is the FBI propagandizing Americans to be afraid of their neighbor. They're afraid that, oh my God, Donald Trump and his band of white-wing racists are going to take over the country. That's what this is.
Look at this.
I know. And they're
the boy leader.
They're out. Is that on the subway? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the subway.
Wow.
And they were just where they were just walking was the Oculus.
One of them should have their pants off
at the World Trade
screaming.
Center.
So, watch this. Then they stop and give.
What are they reviving the Allman Brothers?
Yeah. What?
For the life of our nation! Fight! For the liberty of our people! Liberty! For the victory of the American spirit! Victory! Life! Liberty! Victory! Life! Liberty! Victory!
So they're shouting. Hey, there's some guys shouting vague message in unison. Why do you need to wear a mask if you're shouting life, liberty, and victory? Why do you need a mask for that?
I hate those things.
All right. So you want tour guide backstory on where they are?
But let me just show you. Yeah. Where are they?
All right. So that's Bowling Green, where they are right now. They're outside the Alexander Hamilton Customs House, which now it's a popular place for like rallies and demonstrations. But that's actually right by Evacuation Day Plaza, which was where basically the British handed over the keys to Washington to take over the country.
Okay.
And got in their ships and sailed off.
And so what this is so now there's the Zionists. Those are the pro-Israel people. They're the pro-carpet bombing the Gazans and the Palestinians. And so this group is pretending that they hate those people. And so now, if you are anti-Zionist, if you're pro-Palestinian, you're going to be discredited because they're going to try to pretend that you're a Nazi right-wing Patriot Front person because they oppose the Zionists. So now you are with them. Do you see how this works?
Their language is they don't go the Jews.
Right.
Like they separate, they say Zionists, not Jews. So that, because by the way, whenever you see they're recognized as a right-wing group, which whenever you see that, it's always followed by the ADL. All the intel we have on this is all from the ADL. Ain't that something? That great organization, the ADL, that reliable group.
And these are all FBI plants, and they're honoring the old boss of the FBI by playing dress up. But now it's not a taffeta party gown. It's just absolutely matching Nazi uniforms and face masks, because you know how COVID conscious the Nazis are. They wouldn't want to get you sick because they're not just Confederate people, but they're considerate people. So that's what this is. So this is now the FBI figuring out how to discredit people who are anti-Zionist. So now if you're anti-Zionist, which I am, which almost everybody I know is, now they're going to make you think, oh, does that make me a white supremacist Nazi if I'm anti-Zionist?
Yes. Congress declared Judaism is Zionism. So, yes, sir.
Congress declared Judaism.
What was their big bill they passed that was only binding?
They did pass. They said anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
It's weird how like racists all have the same. It's a race and a religion.
Yeah. Go ahead, Russ.
And actually, okay, there may be archives there. I was a tour guide in New York City for 9 years. I've never heard of that being described as the National Archives. They're calling it that to give it a January 6th kind of vibe. Nobody calls that the National Archives. You might call it the Customs House. You might call it Bowling Green. I have never in 9 years as a tour guide heard somebody call that the National Archives.
Oh, so there you go. It's demonstrating at the National Archives. That's what they're calling that. So that's what this, again, just like January 6th was a psyop, just like the Black Lives Matter protests were psyops. This is all to get you on edge and beg for authoritarian governance. This is all for you to be afraid of your neighbor instead of afraid of the billionaires who actually run this country, are bankrupting it, flooding it with illegal immigrants to bankrupt your cities, create chaos, because chaos always favors the establishment. And this is not anti-immigrant. We're not anti-immigrant at the gym. We don't blame the immigrants for coming here to try to find a better life. What we blame is the billionaire class who own the politicians, who create the conditions that make those people desperate enough to come here, and then the politicians who purposely keep the border open so they can come here and do what they're doing. By the way, I love this. Make sure to choose wisely at this decision. It's very important. What do you think? Are they feds? 65% say they're feds. Feds, 7.5%, and or feds or feds. They're feds. That it's not an organic group of people. They don't have a message.
It's like out of a movie.
It's like out of a movie.
I need a generic something, but it's on before 10, so we can't use any real hate symbols. Like, just make it vaguely something that would be on the A team, that they shoot their guns and miss. Shoot the ground. I'm
relieved that my tax dollars are not only going to fund an actual genocide, but they're going to fund people pretending to be genocidal Nazis, which is what that is. America loves people pretending to be somebody else. That's what
they look like. They do parties. Like, you got an event come. Hey, we don't have enough hype for the Idaho LGBTQ parade. We need to get some controversy worked up, like Kim Kardashian. Call Patriot Front. They come their own U-Hauls. They'll do your party. They'll bring their own smoke bombs. The rest is a big fun show. Like the Three Amigos.
Are you suggesting that a bunch of fit, clearly highly organized, masked right-wingers did not organically spring from the soil of New York City?
I don't think they.
How dare you?
I mean, I think they're almost too lame to be feds. It's almost like a PR firm hired them at this point, because I literally can't find a single thing they've done. Like, well, they put stickers. They were glimpsed.
Yeah, look, it's not that you don't have right-wing conservatives in New York, like where I came from. I've talked about that. When I was growing up, they were all Democrats. Today, they are all MAGA Republicans. And the Democrats have no one but themselves to blame for that. I had a front row seat to how that happened, and it was not because of the Republicans were being so charming. It's because the Democrats threw them overboard, and they were very clear about that. It's not that you don't have people like that. But if New Yorkers organized some kind of a rally like that, it would not go down like that. It would be like, yeah, fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah.
God damn it. I can't afford my fucking mortgage. I can't afford my gas. Fuck Joe Biden. 4 more years, Donald Trump, baby. That's what it would be if it came from New York. It would not be that.
Well, nobody else ever is with them. It's always they show up. They're escorted in an orderly fashion.
Yeah, by cops.
Like, I was trying to look up, just find anything, and then like, oh, people say they're feds, but here's pictures of them. There's a list of 31 names at Unicorn. I go,
remember that?
Where's the list of names? Oh, they have a list of names? I'm looking. I found like 3 names. Why aren't you hounding them in their lives like they were that kid with a MAGA hat that one time?
Exactly.
Exactly. Where's the congressional inquiry, a special investigative panel that just like they did with January 6th? Where's that for these people? And
if they were a danger, you should be happy everyone's calling them feds, because it means they won't be people won't show up to try to do something because they think it's feds, but they're like, no, they're real. It's a real, like the Great Pumpkin from Charlie Brown.
And so, like, and no, there is no news organization that will try to get to the bottom of this. Nobody's gonna ask the FBI, hey, are you doing this? No one's gonna make them answer for it. They're just gonna keep propagandizing you. That's all the government does now, is propagandize you. And remember, there are no countries, there are only companies, and the FBI and the CIA do not work for the United States. They work for a handful of billionaires and a bunch of corporations that actually run things. And if America devolves into a civil war that they instigated, that's the better for them. Better for them to keep you from coming together along class lines and opposing the oligarchy, which is like what happened on Staten Island at the Amazon fulfillment warehouse center, which is like what happened in Canada with the truckers, which is what happened at Occupy Wall Street. I don't know if you noticed, but after Occupy Wall Street, racism exploded in America. Although we just elected a black president twice, racism was the biggest. And
misogyny, even more
misogyny and all this stuff, and white supremacy.
Homophobia.
What's that?
Transphobia.
Transphobia. All, I mean,
basically the opening of every campaign speech Bernie made in 2020. All those things.
Bernie was talking about those things. What are you talking about?
Every speech he gave, he started, we have to speak out strongly against racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia.
He did that in 20...
Then I sell you a new car. Every speech.
Well, that was...
started.
You mean 2020?
2020.
Yeah, not 2016.
Oh, did I say 2016?
Yeah, I thought you... Maybe
No. 2016, he didn't play that shit.
No, he didn't.
2016, he was being racist
speech.
and sexist.
2020, yeah, that was his whole thing.
Every speech.
He sounded like a regular Democrat. He's playing the culture war. He was a shell of his former self, as Chris Hedges predicted he would be. And then,
but his wife was out of jail.
And then Cornel West picked up that mantle for 2024. Isn't that fantastic? And they pretend he's not. Where is Cornel West, by the way? And has anybody hide nor hair of?
He's running for president. You didn't know that?
He's still running? I thought he quit.
Is he? I think he got on the ballot in Montana or Utah or something like that.
Oh, damn it. They didn't get him off the ballot like they were. What do I pay you guys for? Get me off those ballots.
He's running for dog catcher in Missoula.
Okay, so now we're going to go over Dr. Pierre. Corey's going to come on. We have to say goodbye to our good friend Russ. Russ, thank you for filling in. Everybody check out their show, Do Dissidence. It's on tonight. At what time is it on tonight?
Tonight we are on 9 o'clock East Coast time. So that'll be 6 o'clock your time.
Okay, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Check out Do Dissidence. We'll be off the air by then, so that's no conflict. And thanks for coming on, pal. We'll talk to you. We'll see you this Saturday. Russ will be on our show this Saturday at Two Roads Theater in Studio City. We're doing a live panel show. Go back and watch the video clips of those shows. It's an amazing show. It always is. It's a fun show. It's, as Trump would say, it's the best show.
It's a terrific show.
The best people.
It's a terrific.
Oh, you're gonna love this show. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it.
Wait till you see it. We have all the best people. We have all the best people. Hey, come see us do a live stand-up show. We're going to be in Palmdale, California, Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Milwaukee, Lansing, Michigan, Bend, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Philadelphia, Boston, and more. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for those tickets, and we're adding a second show in London.